Yo, it's your boy Marcus from Western back from the video. Today we are playing some Destiny Rising. I got a suggestion from a subscriber saying that I should try this game out, and I'm always looking for like a new game just to kind of mix in to the COD Mobile rotation that I have, and I thought I would give this a shot because I saw Destiny and I was like, man, I haven't played Destiny in forever, since back on like Xbox 360 or Xbox One or whatever it was. So I just decided, you know what, it's a mobile game, I'll download it, let's see what it's got. And Destiny Rising, I gotta say, just through this first mission, it feels great, it looks great, it's a lot of fun, right? If you're looking to find a new game to get into, I would suggest trying this out, right? If you're like me and you mostly play COD Mobile, a lot of my subscribers are COD Mobile players, give this game a shot, right? So I'm obviously not like a sponsored person, you know what I mean? I'm not being paid. I think this game's a lot of fun. It's just a good, I don't know, man. It's like a breath of fresh air playing something different than COD Mobile all the time. And this game is just like a nice, it's made well, you know what I mean? It seems like it plays well. I have not gotten to like a multiplayer experience yet. So if there is like a multiplayer TDM style aspect of this game, I'll probably give that a shot as well. This game is just not really something that I would normally be in. I've always been like a Call of Duty only guy since like Black Ops 2, and that's all I play, right? Call of Duty on console or Call of Duty on mobile, and that's it. So every once in a while, you know, I'll try something new out, and this is one of those cases. This game is actually really good. I do love the storyline. I was going to cut this out, but I decided to leave it in. Look at these views right here. Like, that just looks beautiful. Look at that. I was going to cut out some of the story stuff, but I feel like it's pretty well written. Not the biggest like critic of video games and how they do their writing for their stories and stuff like that. But in this case, you know, I think it's done pretty well. I think it goes good with the game. And this is just like the tutorial in the beginning. They're teaching me how to double jump, stuff like that. Just grab like a super weapon and how to use the super sword and all that stuff. And overall, I really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I think it's pretty entertaining game that you guys will enjoy hopping into every once in a while. I don't know if this will be your main game. I'm not sure if it's just like a one campaign style where you just play through it and that's it. There is like a hub, right? So I don't know if I show it at the end of this video, but there's a hub. So once you beat this first mission, you kill the boss and then you get transported. Then you make your own character and you make your name, and then you get put into the hub where like other real players are, I guess, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I got stuck in a like behind a table right there. So if there is like a Destiny Rising multiplayer experience where you're actively playing, even if it was just like 2v2, you know what I mean, like against somebody else, that'd be pretty dope, right? It doesn't need to be like a 5v5, 6v6 or anything like that. I remember Destiny did have like a multiplayer experience. It wasn't just the campaign side of the game. I'm sorry for using these terms. I always associate everything with Call of Duty, so I say campaign, but like the single player experience, story mode essentially. But yeah, another thing I learned, you know, playing in third person, you guys know I'm not a big advocate for third person games, but that's just with Call of Duty, right? I don't like third person BR and COD. I just don't think it's something that belongs in Call of Duty. It can be a fun side item, but like it's the main BR mode that most people play. I don't like that at all. But here, you know, I mean, if I'm playing like another game that's not named Call of Duty, I'm totally fine with it, right? Because it's just not. When I think of Call of Duty, I think first person shooter. When I think of Destiny, you know, it could be whatever. It could be its own thing. They can do whatever they want. Yeah. So following around this little Zev guy reminds me of FaZe Jev. So basically, I'm following FaZe Jev if he was turned into a little block, and I'm chasing him, basically just killing all the bad guys on my way to Destiny, I guess. I really don't remember the actual Destiny game very much. Like it was so long ago, the very first Destiny. Yeah, but this game overall, really enjoying it. And I've only played like this one tutorial, and I messed around with like talking to random people in like the room lobby that you get put into. But I think if you're looking for a nice change of pace, that's great. You can also see in the bottom left hand corner the first person and third person toggle that you can do. That's nice. I like being able to kind of go back and forth. In like an active PvP setting where I'm playing against somebody else, I'm not a big fan of that. But here, I think it's totally fine. This is also not my HUD layout. This is the default HUD layout, so you're seeing it on screen as well. That default HUD layout is buns. So make your own HUD layout. Once you get through like the tutorial and all that and can get into it, then you can do all that. But this HUD layout sucks for me. As a thumbs player, like the buttons aren't the right size. I'm like tapping the wrong button. I'm reloading, but the reload button is on the wrong side of like where my thumb would normally be. It's too far to the right. It's got to move left. Yeah, the actual fighting of the enemies right here, it gets very interesting. I do really like how, like they take bullets to kill. It's not like I just hit them twice and they're gone. Like they take a lot of shots, right? So you actually got to hit shots, and they do attack, right? You'll see when I hit this boss fight after I pick up this sword that like I get red screened and like I'm weak, like I might actually lose. So I think that's good. You know what I mean? I want a little bit of a challenge. I don't want it to just be like me just, destroying everything and that's kind of it, right? If there needs to be some sort of concern that I might actually lose in like a single player campaign style game, kind of like what Elden Ring does. Elden Ring's got really hard bosses like that. You kind of need that, or you can kind of build towards it, right? This first boss is easy, and then as you progress through it, the last boss is like super, super hard, right? I think that's reasonable. Here, the sword's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Sword's pretty cool. I like that animation and how it goes and how it looks. It's very nice. I didn't really know how to use it because I haven't really ever used it, but I think it's dope. I just wanted to put that out there. It's one of the coolest weapons I've seen in terms of like the actual effect of shooting the bow. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Overall, one of the other things I want to talk about with this game was like comparing it to other games that are out now that people might be playing, not named Call of Duty Mobile. Call of Duty Mobile, I'm always going to compare stuff to until it's not the biggest game on a mobile device, but for right now it is. So I was playing, I did a video on Farlight a while back, but that's more of a BR game. But if you were going to play one of these two games, what would you choose as just like a break away from COD Mobile? And I was thinking like, I might actually prefer Destiny to Farlight. Right, because Farlight's a lot like COD Mobile, right? It's got a BR, it's got a multiplayer experience, but this is more of a story-driven mode, which COD Mobile lacks. It doesn't have a campaign mode. So this could be like just a nice change of pace from what you're normally used to playing, where you're actively like sweating with your USS-9 against, people. Here, you can just kind of have fun and relax and play the game. And then if it has like a PvP setting, that helps too, because then it also has that side of the game as well. And maybe they could just integrate it later on. I have no idea how long this game's been out. I just found it out from a comment section. So if you're watching this, leave another game in the comments that I should try out. Just kind of play through a couple times, see how it goes, my experiences with it. And, overall, if you should play it, I think it really does help to widen the variety of games you play. A lot of my mobile games that are some of my favorites are sports related. Baseball Superstars. I used to do, I guess, probably one of my first series on the channel, right? I've had the Road to Diamond for a while, because I haven't finished it yet. But the Throwback Thursday series, if you guys watched that back when I literally made the channel and started actually making videos, I would go back and play old mobile games that people don't really play anymore. And, a lot of those were sports, right? Baseball Superstars, I played like 3 of them. I played Run and Gun Football. I played Super Stickman Golf, like 3 of them. So I really think it's nice to have a nice change of pace. Here with the boss, you're going to see me start getting messed up. Like I'm getting like red screened. I'm getting pooped on. Cool boss, right? It looks like a bunch of balls. I don't really know. Like, is it a spider? I don't really know what it is. Oh no, it's got like a machine gun on top. I have no idea. I remember fighting the boss fight because this gameplay was recorded a couple days ago, and I remember enjoying it. I do like this red dot. It's nice and clean once you aim down sight. Overall, I probably should use my specialist weapon. I say specialist, but like the bow and arrow, the orange one right there in the middle of my screen, that would have been more advantageous to use. Instead, I'm just shooting nades at myself, which is just not a good idea. That being said, overall, I think this is a nice, unique boss fight. I don't feel like... I don't know if the other people... Because there was like friendly people in this at one point. Like you don't see me shooting this robot here hardly at all. Like the other guys are dealing with that. I'm just laying into the walker, which is the boss. So I don't really know how that works and like what the plan is with that, but I just thought I would kind of include my 2 cents on like AI and things like that and how that performs in the game. These cutscenes are great too. I don't know who's the cutscene worker with this, but I think whoever's doing the cutscenes for this game, every one of them seems really nice. I really like the cutscenes, so hopefully they sustain that, because I definitely think they're worth maintaining overall. Also, like, look at this guy. This guy looks dope. That's not me. That's like the guy that comes and saves me in this cutscene, but it looks great. I do love. I can't have enough good things to say about the cutscenes in this game. From like when it comes to like a campaign mode, like a single player mode, like having good cutscenes is really nice, right? Because now it's like you're watching a movie, right? Like you're playing the game, but you're also kind of watching a movie at the same time when you have like a good cutscene that you want to watch and not just skip through, right? And I think that's very important. You know what I mean? If you're going to put development time into making this game and making this cutscene, then it needs to be good so that people will actually want to play it. You know what I mean? It doesn't just like drag on as something they don't like. That being said, this is coming to the end right here, with the end of this cutscene and me getting to where I'm trying to go. I really think that this game is something that you should give a shot. It may not be your cup of tea. You may not like this kind of shooting game. You may just want to play COD Mobile, and you have some other games like, I don't know, Clash of Clans or Clash Royale that you like to play. But if you do want to get something new just to spice up your life in the mobile department, this would be something that I would suggest. That being said, let me know in the comment section down below if there's some games you want me to play that are new releases. We got Valorant Mobile supposed to come out. I'm sure other mainline like console and PC titles will come out with their mobile games, like a Hollow Knight, Silksong Mobile or something like that, or Battlefield 6 Mobile. You know what I mean? So there will be games coming out in the future that will be, big titles. But if there's anything that's out now that you'd like to see me post on the channel, talk about, might be a good option to play that you think I might enjoy, feel free to comment in the comment section down below. I'm always looking for something to spice it up. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. It's been your boy Marcus from West City. I'm out. Peace.